Hello dear students, as we have completed our first chapter of science, chemistry, matter in our surrounding. So let's discuss and summarize the chapter in the form of the given chart. Let's start matter in our surrounding, the summary of this chapter, and the first point starting from particle nature of matter. And what is matter? Very basic term. Anything that occupies space and have mass called as matter. And in our surrounding there are various examples of matter. Matter is the form of basic element in Panch Tattva like air, earth, fire, sky and water. And the characteristics of the particles of matter are, first is the particles are teeny, very small in size. They are in continuous motion and particles are held together by force of attraction. Second point, state of matter. There are basically three states of matter and plus with two advanced state of matter. So there are now total 5 state of matter including two advanced one. Solid, liquid, gas, and fourth one is plasma, and fifth one Bose-Einstein condensate. How can you define plasma? It is the state of matter in which gases occur in ionized form, or we can say it is like that of gaseous state, but it exists at very high temperature. And other one is Bose-Einstein condensate. In short, it is known as BEC, which occur at very low temperature and which is similar to that of solid. But in this case, the constituent particles are very close to each other, known as BEC, Bose-Einstein condensate. Next is the difference between solid, liquid and gas on the basis of different points. Solid denoted as the constituent particles are compactly arranged. In case of liquid there is a distance, intermediate distance between the particles, and in case of gases these are far apart to each other and occur in continuous motion. First point, solid have fixed shape and definite volume. Liquid have not fixed shape but fixed volume. In case of gas, neither fixed shape nor fixed volume. Second point, smallest interparticle distance in case of solid, larger, or we can say intermediate interparticle distance between liquid particles, and the particle of gaseous state have very far apart, or we can say largest interparticle distance. Third point is incompressible. Solid cannot be compressed because there is no space between particles. In case of liquid, intermediate space, so they can be compressed, very small. Gases are highly compressible because there are very large distance between the particles. Fourth point, the density. Solid have high density because they have very low volume and very high mass. Liquid intermediate density, and in case of gas very low density because gaseous particles have very large volume. Next point is the diffusion. What is diffusion? Diffusion is the escaping tendency of the particles, is known as diffusion. In case of solid, least diffusion, liquid low diffusion, but gaseous state have maximum diffusion. Next, strong interparticle force in case of solid, intermediate in case of liquid, and weakest interparticle or intermolecular interaction in case of gas. In case of solid, particles are closely compact, less closely compact, and in case of gas, free to move about, freely movement. An example of solid are salt, metals, iron, chalk, bricks, liquid, water, kerosene, alcohol, acetic acid, and gas, hydrogen gas, oxygen gas, nitrogen gas, or air gases. Third point is the interchange in the state of matter. What means interchange? Interchange means the conversion of one form into another form is known as interchange in the physical state of matter. So matter can be interconvertible to each other at special condition. For example, in case of water, water have three states that can be converted into each other. Water in solid state is known as ice, in liquid state is known as liquid water, and in gaseous state called as water vapor. And sublimation is the changing of the solid. Sublimation, the changing of the solid into gaseous state directly without acquiring liquid state, or vice versa. And the vapors also get converted into solid on cooling. And the examples are ammonium chloride, NH4Cl, camphor, iodine, as well as dry ice. And the temperature effect. As you increase temperature, the kinetic energy of the particles of the matter also increases. What is kinetic energy? The energy due to the motion of the particles. The energy which are responsible for the motion of the particles of the matter, and which overcomes the force of attraction between solid particles. So solids get converted into liquid, and this process of conversion of solid into liquid at a particular temperature is known as fusion, or we can say melting. And the temperature and the point at which this process, this fusion or melting takes place is known as melting point. And ice have melting point of 273.16 Kelvin. Kelvin is the SI unit of temperature. Next is the pressure effect. And one of the important effect of pressure is that it can give rise to liquefaction of gas. Liquefaction of gases occur when pressure should be high and temperature should be low. So CO2, that is a gas, on applying a pressure of more than 1 atm, it get converted into solid form, and this is known as dry ice. Solid CO2 or dry ice. That is example of sublimation. Latent heat, we have already discussed. Latent heat is the hidden heat, and it is of two types: latent heat of fusion and latent heat of vaporization. What mean fusion? Fusion, as discussed, is the conversion of solid state into liquid is known as fusion. And what is the vaporization? Conversion of liquid state into vapor state at a particular temperature is known as vaporization. Fourth point is evaporation and boiling. Evaporation and boiling both are important terms, and they are related as both get converted into vapors but having different temperature. Evaporation and boiling. Particles of matter are always moving near and never at rest, always moving. Particles of matter, as in the first topic, starting topic, we have discussed, particles are always occur in continuous motion. So at a given temperature in any gas, liquid or solid, there are particles with different amount of kinetic energy. In case of liquid, a small fraction of particles at surface having higher kinetic energy is able to break away from the forces of attraction of the other particles and gets converted into vapor. This phenomena of change of liquid into vapor at any temperature below its boiling point is called as evaporation. So evaporation is the conversion of liquid form of a substance into vapor form below its boiling point is called as evaporation. And one of the important significance of evaporation is that evaporation causes cooling, and evaporation depends on the surface area. As more the surface area of a given substance, more will be evaporation. Humidity, what mean humidity? The presence of moisture or water vapors in air is known as humidity. And if there is more humidity in atmosphere, then the evaporation process would be slow. And the temperature and evaporation both are directly related. As you increase the temperature, as temperature increases, the process of evaporation is also increases. And the last and fifth point is the Kelvin and Celsius scale. That is the unit of temperature. Temperature is the degree of hotness or coldness, as you know, and the SI unit of temperature is Kelvin, but Celsius is also very common unit for temperature. And the conversion for one form into another is that expression temperature. When in Kelvin you have to convert degree Celsius in Kelvin, then the degree Celsius temperature plus 273 and degree Celsius change into then Kelvin. Next, the pressure. The SI unit of pressure is Pascal. So this is the flow chart, or we can say summary chart for the chapter first, matter in our surrounding.